Hi, and welcome back to another edition of Gray Hair and Tattoos. My name is Lonnie, and I'm going to tell you straight up, this is going to be a positive, feel-good video. If you're out there and you're like, no, I want to be grumpy today, I don't want any positivity in my life, then this might not be the video for you. If you're out there and you're like, yes, I need some self-love, I need some positivity, then you need to stick around for my top 10 things that it's never too late to do. It's never too soon to start, and just something that we all need to do. Be sure to like and follow, and let's get this positive video started. So coming in at number one, this is a big one, and it's fall in love. I'm not saying you have to run out there and just fall in love with the first person you see. I'm saying that sometimes when we fall in love and it doesn't work out, and then we repeat and it doesn't work out, we put up walls. We're like, never gonna do that again. It hurts too much. Make sure that those walls are not so high that you miss the opportunity of falling in love, because I gotta tell you, love is a beautiful feeling. I just don't want you to rob yourself from that. Number two, fall out of love. And by that you're like, Lonnie, what are you talking about? You just told me to fall in love. Well, I'm telling you that if the relationship that you're in is not working out, you take that bold step and you fall out of love. You take that hard step of being, yeah, you know what, I'm in a relationship and on paper it should work. In my heart, it's not. That is a big, scary step, but you are important. You need to feel that love that I just told you to fall into. You deserve to have the best love on earth, and if you're not getting it and you can't fix it, then you need to do something about it. You need to end it and find your true love. You're out there and you're like, wow, this is some heavy stuff, Lonnie. Yeah, you know what? Sometimes you have to make hard decisions to get to that happiness. So those were my first two, but let's keep going. Number three, forgive somebody. We hold grudges, and the only person that ultimately ends up hurting is you. Now, right off the bat, I'm not telling you to forget. You know what? If people wrong you, you can remember that for as long as you want. What I'm asking you to do is to forgive them, because when you carry that anger around, it hurts you. They have no idea that you have that anger in your life. You do. They have no idea. So just be like, hey, you know what? You hurt me and I'm not going to forget it, but I'm not going to let that hurt stay inside of me and fester and make me an unhappy person just because I won't let it go. So think about it and work on forgiving other people. Like I said, you don't have to forget it, just let go of that anger. All right, now here's a tough one, and this one is probably going to be the toughest one that there is. But number four is forgive yourself. We can forgive other people all day long. You know what? If somebody at work says something rude and you're like, you know what, that really hurt my feelings, and they're like, oh my gosh, I am so sorry, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. You're like, that's okay. You go on with your daily life and everything is great. But when it comes to forgiving ourselves, that's when it gets complicated. For some reason, there's just something in our human DNA that when we go to forgive ourselves, we're like, nope, can't do it. I did that, it was wrong, and I am just going to beat myself up until the end of time. I know how hard it is from experience, but if you can start small and just work your way up and start forgiving yourself, I gotta tell you, everything else will be easy from there. Number five, big number five, start rewriting your story. And what I mean by that is just take a stop, take a pause, be like, oh, well, hold on, life. We're gonna push the pause button here for just a minute, and I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna take a look around. I'm gonna take a look at my life, at myself, at everything around me, and I'm going to see if I like what I see. then what I want you to do is I want you to start rewriting it. You already know things in life that you want to change. Write them down. Just really easy. I want to change this, 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 and this. Then you'll be like, what is the easiest thing to change and what is the most difficult thing to change? And put them in order. Put the easiest one on the top and the hardest one on the bottom and everything else in between, and then start on your easiest and work your way down. Rewriting your story is not impossible, and if you go into it with a little bit of organizational skills, it is actually easier than it seems. Rewrite your story. It is never too late to start that, and it is never too soon to start that. Number 6 is super fun, and probably one of my favorites, but try something new. And it doesn't have to be huge. It can just be something small. Try a new fashion, try a new food, try a new makeup, try a new hairstyle. It doesn't matter, just try something new. What that's going to do is it's going to trigger all sorts of feelings in you. It's going to be like, wow, this is really cool. This is funner than I thought. I was able to do this, so therefore I can do that. Pick out something and try something new, but don't stop there. Keep trying new things, and you will be surprised how much your life will just open up and flourish, and it is really cool. So pick something new, give it a try, just keep on going. Now this next one is basically what my entire platform is based on, but it is never too soon and it is never too late to find your self-expression. And what I mean by that is who you are on the very inside of you, you start letting that person out. If you're in your 20s, you're like, I'm still finding out who I am. And that's totally cool. But whoever you have already determined you are, let that person out. If you want to wear bows in your hair, if you want to dress a certain way, that's your self-expression. Start now. Don't stop. If you're older like I am, you face the stigma of society. Society tells us at a certain age that we're supposed to dress a certain way, we're supposed to act a certain way, and I am here to tell you that that is absolutely incorrect. Your self-expression does not go away with age. So let your self-expression shine regardless of age, gender, body. It doesn't matter. Who you are on the inside needs to be on the outside. Number 8 is something that I need to do more myself. So all of these lists and all of these videos are for you, but they're for me also. But number 8 is travel more. If you have the opportunity to get out there and see new things and travel, definitely do it. It doesn't have to be a crazy vacation. It doesn't have to be something super expensive, but it is just getting out there and allowing yourself to get out of your daily normal routine and travel and see new things. Check out your areas locally and see if there's something you can do. Like for example, where I live, I can go camping for very minimal costs. There's different cities. I mean, I can drive to Palm Springs and spend the day, and it is something different. So don't automatically be like, Lonnie, I can't afford to travel. This one doesn't apply to me. It doesn't have to be a big fancy trip. It just has to be something new. Just give yourself the opportunity to see the world and all the beauty that it really has. Like I said, something I need to work on, but I'm working on this with you. Number 9 is my personal favorite, but get a tattoo. I say that because I think tattoos are a beautiful form of self-expression. I already told you to let your self-expression shine, and if I had to pick one way to make the biggest and the boldest and the brightest statement on me being comfortable with my self-expression, it's my tattoos. Don't be out there being like, well, Lonnie, you know what, I'm over 50, I kind of missed that boat. No, you didn't. You're never too old to get a tattoo. If you're younger, if you're in your teens, I suggest waiting until you're at least 18 or 19 to get your first tattoo, but get a tattoo. Or, you know what, if you are younger, get your nose pierced. I just got my nose pierced and I loved it. But do something for you. Do something bold, do something bright, do something that just screams to yourself and to the world, I know who I am and I like myself. And like I said, my favorite way of doing that is getting a tattoo, if you haven't noticed already. Number 10, and the one I'm most excited about, is just be happy. And I know from experience how difficult that can be, but I also know how beautiful it can be. And I want you to experience how beautiful it can be. Whether or not it's the 9 things that I just told you about, or if it's 10 things of your own, so long as number 10 ends up being be happy, it is a very good list. Life is just too short to not be happy. You need to figure out what your unique happiness looks like and just make sure you give yourself that gift. So number 10, most importantly, be happy. So that was my feel-good list on how to get to number 10, which was be happy. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope I motivated you, and I hope that you found this as positive as I did. So I would love to hear what your idea of happy would be. Did I miss something? Is there something we can add to this list? Please leave a comment and let us all know. So until next time, please remember, like and follow, and I will see you on the next episode. Bye! Final thought of the day. You know what? I know from the bottom of my heart how absolutely overwhelming that this can be. I know just the simple fact of even thinking about being happy can be terrifying. I've been sober now for over 8 years, and that was the best thing I ever gave myself. It allowed me to pull back the curtain, fix what was wrong, and to ultimately be happy and be here in front of you today. So do not think for one moment that I don't take into consideration what places that we are all in sometimes. Don't think for one moment that I don't realize the things that I tell you or ask you to do. I know how difficult they are. So I do these videos and I say these things out of love and compassion for not only you, but for myself. And I hope, and I really hope on a daily basis, I give you the encouragement to start your journey and to just love yourself, have self-expression, and to be happy.